What is up, fight fans? I'm Jason Burgos for Sherdog.com, and tonight I am joined by a two-time Pan American and six-time national BJJ champion heading into a historic opportunity on Friday night at LFA 85. On that night, she will step into the cage to take part in the promotion's inaugural strawweight title match against a fellow upstart and former flyweight Sam Hughes, and that woman is the little monster herself, Vanessa Demopoulos. Madam Little, thank you for the time tonight to talk this championship opportunity coming up.
Yes! Oh my goodness! You have the most awesome introduction I've heard thus far. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Completely deserved, completely earned. Now, you have a well-credentialed background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like I mentioned. While grappling is a key element of MMA, making the jump to being punched in the face for a living is still a big jump. How far back in your martial arts journey did you wanted to get into MMA, and what eventually landed you in a well-known gym like Black House that you're at?
Well, it's funny that you say that jiu-jitsu kind of led to MMA because it went the other way around. I started fighting in Muay Thai 10 years ago, and
Okay.
my first several competitions were kickboxing tournaments.
Mm.
And then I went from kickboxing and Muay Thai to helping to build a gym called Ronin Training Center in Columbus. And that became an MMA gym, and everyone's like, well, you got to start fighting MMA. I was like, cool, I'll just head kick everyone. And they're like, no, you have to learn jiu-jitsu. So I started learning jiu-jitsu so that I could fight MMA. And then kind of just like hit the jiu-jitsu circuit more. It was really hard to find MMA fights. And so then I really got very competitive with jiu-jitsu, and now I'm finally back into MMA. It feels like home.
Now, this title fight is historic because LFA is an important promotion in the industry. What were your thoughts when you found out you would get such an opportunity after just 5 professional fights, and how meaningful to you is it to be a part of history in this inaugural title fight for them?
Yeah, and I mean, you say a part of history, and it's a part of history in so many more ways than the title fight. You know, this is the first strawweight women's championship bout for the LFA. This is going to be one of the only sporting events that is live to be aired in the world right now. You know, sports aren't up and running yet, and it's just such a huge opportunity, you know, to be a part of this. You know, we're pioneering things with MMA, and to be a part of LFA, which is such a huge organization, you know, one of the top leading promotions, especially Rising Star organization, you know, into the UFC, into Bellator, you know, into the bigger promotions. And I'm just so blessed and so honored to be a part of this particular show at this time in history, you know, and to be fighting for the championship belt.
Without a doubt, your grappling is strength, but it's interesting to know about that you do have a striking background. Do you think maybe people are going into fights with you and not maybe understanding, because they know the credentials, they know the championships, not understanding how well-rounded of a striker you already are as still so early in your career?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, totally. And let them. You know? Yeah, I never underestimate my opponents. You know, I always walk in there, I understand, I see the footage, and you can't be one-dimensional as an MMA fighter. You know, we really do have to be well-rounded. And I mean, if you got holes in your game, they're going to be found. So I really try to close those gaps as much as possible. And yeah, it feels really comforting to know that I had a striking background. But I mean, jiu-jitsu is absolutely my strong point. But you know, since coming back into MMA, it's been nice to focus more on my striking, especially being a part of Saxon Muay Thai. You know, Coach Julio is just such an amazing coach. So we've really been able to sharpen things up in the striking department.
You know, you are well accomplished, but MMA, you're still new to, you're still sponging everything up, still early in it. Are there certain people that you point to or you go to though for advice that, you know, is it coaches? Are there fighters that you work with frequently that you do go to and get a lot of advice? And is there a specific example of like, man, when they told me that, this just clicked for me in a way it hadn't, you know, 2 weeks, a month ago?
Yes, there are such a plethora of athletes around me, you know, that have been in the UFC, you know, been champions. You know, I get to talk to Anderson Silva. I get to spar with Anderson Silva. You know, like I just asked Lyoto Machida a question the other day. I mean, I have Aaron Joe Bands in the gym right you and I are talking. Like, he's literally on the other side of his door. So, yeah, there's a huge plethora, and I would love to give you those little snippets of advice, but that's something that I personally earned with my own badges. So, you know, when those teammates come up to me and ask those questions, I'll be able to pass them along. But yes, trust me, I do love to ask those good questions, especially to people who have been there, done that, and live it right now.
Obviously, you are, you know, like I mentioned, very early in the career and everything like that. A fighter like yourself, constant evolution, but there's also a lot of tape on you, having fought 4 times for the LFA. What do you think Sam and her team are over in her camp saying is the best way to beat the little monster on Friday night?
I don't know if there is a good way to beat me because it's kind of hard.
Do you think that they're thinking, oh, you're striking, go to keep her on the feet, she's a BJJ? You think? Do you think they might, you know, be thinking that, go after your striking?
You know, it's hard to evaluate yourself from an outside perspective because I feel like if you look at my last fight, it's like you have to literally kill me with a brick. Like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm here, I'm in it, and you want to strike, let's strike. You want to grapple, let's grapple. You know, like, you want to do wrestling, let's wrestle. Like, I'm in it to win it. You know, like, there's nowhere I won't go to get done what needs to get done.
Do you feel that because of what you have achieved in jiu-jitsu, I mean, Sam has gotten submissions in her career, in her pro career, but is there a big, you know, disadvantage for her? Do you feel there's there's a high level, you know, there's much more talent on your end, it's a big advantage point for you? Is the ground a clear place you have leaps and bounds ahead, or do you feel she needs to be respected in jiu-jitsu, and yeah, you're better than her maybe, but you got to be careful with her?
You know what? As a purple belt, I was competing in black belt tournaments when it came to submission-only tournaments. So it's like I've competed against black belts as a purple belt. I do not discriminate against anybody. You know, if you're in there, if you fucking think that you belong there, then I'm gonna give you that you kind of might belong there. But let's be honest, at a purple belt, I was subbing black belts. So I just want to, you know, like be on that. It's like, man, like you can't really look at somebody and be like, oh, like they're gonna have a huge weakness here just because. But I know what my strengths are. I know what I'm good at, and I don't think that's the secret. You know, I think the world knows what I'm good at, and I just gotta show them that. That's what that is. But yeah, I don't, you know, I don't put anything past her. I mean, I know she trains hard. You know, she's a fucking gamer. If you watch her fight, she's a fucking gamer. So, but yeah, I definitely, I mean, I've been around the block. there's nothing to really take against, you know, experience, and I got a lot of that.
Is there an element that you feel she brings to this fight that maybe you haven't gotten to encounter yet, and it is a valuable thing to finally face? Is it, like you said, she's a gamer, is it a going against somebody that's tough, that maybe just as tough as you, is a interesting test you have not been challenged by quite yet in your career?
I think if I was going to give her anything, it would probably be the fact that, like, she was a track star growing up. You know, I don't know if she was a track star. I know she, like, was in track. And so she's going to have a different element of cardio and tenacity. So, you know, I've fought quite a bit, you know, and every person has brought something very special. And you just don't know that until you're in there. But I think if I was going to evaluate Sam on that level, it would definitely probably be a little bit more tenacity.
And I'm glad you brought up cardio, because that's where I was going to go to next, because she has fought a lot at flyweight. She's going to make a 10-pound cut. That's not something just to blow off. It's a legitimate thing. Do you feel like it is part of the game plan? Maybe, you know what? I've been at strawweight a while now. I'm comfortable with it. Let me push this pace. Let me give her a high pace. And if that cardio, that track star cardio still holds up, going down 10 pounds?
How are you going to give away all my game plans? No, I mean, that's a very real factor, you know, but I also do know that she comes from a camp that, you know, they know what they're doing. So I'm going to assume that she's got this weight cut. I'm just like, please make weight. Like, I know, like, you always want your opponents to, like, do bad and shit, but in my head, I'm like, can you please, like, make weight so we can make this fight? Like, don't have COVID, don't be injured.
Yes,
like,
that's the other one.
You know? So, but yeah, I mean, you see who people are once they get into deep waters. And I've been in deep waters before. You know, I've been in deep waters in jiu-jitsu tournaments. I've been in deep waters in MMA fights. You know, I fucking fought Caitlin Chookagian. She was successful at 135 in the UFC.
Yeah.
We went almost the whole 3 rounds. Like, and again, you have to literally actually fucking kill me to get me to quit fighting. Because the ref was like, okay, that's enough. Like, I was on my feet, physically fighting when the ref called that fight. You know, and it's because, like, I did take so much damage. And you see that in the picture. But, sorry. You do see that in the picture. But yeah, like, I'm fucking in it, you know, and when you're in deep waters, you find out who you really are, what you're really made of, and what you really came to do. And I've seen some of that in some of my opponents too, you know, whether they won or lost. But we'll see what she's made of. That's it. Like, there ain't really nothing to talk about on that, because it's like, it just is what it is once you're in there.
Fair enough. Now, hopefully you don't have to be killed to be stopped. We don't want it to go that level. But final question. Serious followers of the sport understand that getting to the top in LFA means very likely getting into the UFC. How do you view things in terms of this title fight? Do you look at this fight, winning it, you know, the title becomes this golden ticket into the UFC very soon? Or do you want to, you know, not want to jump to the UFC quite yet, maybe not this year, and you see being LFA champion, defending the title in such a prestigious organization as the perfect type of seasoning for a UFC jump in like 2021?
Yo, you know what? I love LFA. I love LFA. I love representing LFA. If you look at my shit, I got LFA all over the place, right? But I'm going to the UFC, man. Give me that phone call. Let's go. Like, I'm here. I'm here and I'm ready. And I want to go out there on Friday and I want to fucking show that shit. You know, and I want to prove that. Like, I've been talking about it, but it's like, I really wanted this belt. Like, I really wanted this belt, because you don't come back down to get the LFA belt. Once you go to the UFC, that's it. You're in the UFC. You don't come back. You know, so I wanted to scoop this one up on the way up there. And that's the game plan, man. That's always been the game plan. And I'm so grateful that I get to really live my dreams, because I've been speaking about it, and it's like, man, people don't get it. Like, I know that, like, the fans are out there and, like, they love the sport, but we really, like, we put our whole hearts into this, you know, and I've game planned my life like this. And it's like, I'm getting to actually live my dreams. My dreams are coming true, you know, and it's dope. It's so dope. God is so good.